The 4B movement, you might have been hearing about this as it has gone viral on the internet. And it was sparked by the election outcome with Trump winning, because these women are believing that all their rights have been taken away, specifically abortion. How tragic. So what is it? Where did it come from? Well, it was inspired by South Korea's 4B movement, which happened in the late 2010s, and it's a radical feminist crusade that preaches the 4 Bs. That is no marriage, no dating, no sex, and no childbirth. Women are shaving off their hair, they are vowing not to shave their legs and their armpits, trying to be less desirable, I guess. They're swearing off sex and swearing off men all together. Interesting. So here is a clip of some of those women.
You guys feel spicy? Because I do.
No matter how loud, how kind, respectful, how cute, men will still fucking hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Time to lock the fucking Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have sex with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for moderate men. But being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a about us.
No attention to men. Delete, block, do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and getting fucking crazy.
You think I'm crazy? Me too. I'm crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy.
It is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health. We're not crazy. We have to do this together.
The women who are doing the 4B movement help other women who are doing the 4B movement.
Sorry, man, I will not be responding to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement.
Do not acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes.
Why exactly are you going to keep becoming subservient to a nation that doesn't literally care about you?
Wake women up.
One post on X then said, "Ladies, we need to start considering the 4B movement like the women in South Korea and give America a severely sharp birth rate decline. We can't let these men have the last laugh. We need to bite back." Well, my first observation is it's kind of hilarious because when you're thinking of the birth rate comparing between perhaps conservative Christian families and liberal women and liberal families, there's probably no competition right now in terms of who's having more children. So this is probably only going to perpetuate that and perhaps just bring more kids into this world who are part of Christian conservative families. So it's not so bad. Actually, that's a pretty positive thing there. But a huge part of this, of course, is the dark underbelly being dismantling the patriarchy. Just yesterday, I heard a conversation that was rather vulgar, where these two women were saying that they think that half the country, because of who they voted for, wants to oppress women and keep holding them back. She said, they could chop off their private parts for all I care. Interesting. So these are the women who are spearheading this movement. But again, this goes back to the 1960s when radical feminism began teaching women to hate men.
Hey, if you're looking for a streaming platform you can trust with the whole family, check out Truman. Transparent, traditional entertainment for the whole tribe. Get 30 days free today with code 30daysfree. Watch in a new way. Watch Truman.
It's true. It wasn't enough to get equality. No, women needed to dominate men and dominate in society. And a part of this was a very anti-family sentiment because supposedly the family unit just perpetuates the patriarchy. God forbid we have a family. Now, while all this seems rather dismal and it's really an ugly movement, here's why I think this movement could actually backfire in a very positive way, and it could have an effect that is just the opposite of what these girls are going for. So number one, maybe these women will finally figure out that they have been sold a lie, the biggest lie by feminism. This has to do with hookup culture. Not treating your body as a temple, telling women that to be empowered, they had to be sexually free or be as sexually active as possible. Number two, I say to these ladies, welcome to the land of self-respect. There is a reason why the Bible is so clear about fleeing from sexual immorality and why sex is reserved for marriage alone, because our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit. So it's true, if these women are doing this for the first time, perhaps they could experience self-respect, which is wonderful for them. Because when you're not defiling your body, whether knowingly or unknowingly, there is a peace that you have. Even for some of these videos, there have been women already admitting that from this social experiment of celibacy, actually, they've been feeling way more peace in their life. Wow, peculiar. What a novel idea. So I think that's great. And then with that, you get the self-respect plus women, newsflash, men will respect you more when you respect yourself and you are not giving yourself away so freely. You think of girls who have been in relationships for years with a man who won't commit to marriage with her, but she's been giving herself away as if they were married. And it's no wonder there's no commitment, but it is so sad. Number 3, this could end up just eliminating the demand for abortion entirely. I love this, and it's addressing the root cause because we know the abortion issue is spiritual, cultural, and policies could be in place, but that still will do nothing to change people's minds on this issue. So if there's no demand for it, then there's no need for abortion. And number 4, this could perhaps prove to women that we do in fact need men. We need each other for a society to flourish. It is so evident. And so men are not our enemies. Ladies, they are not our enemies. And while yes, there could be some men that are oppressive, that are abusive, that is not the majority of men, and we need to reckon with that. So this whole movement maybe could make people realize finally that the women's empowerment movement, the world's version of it, is a sham and is actually so harmful for women. And by comparison, I'm so thankful for some families out there on social media that have quite the followings and that are beautifully showcasing how men and women ought to work together and how family is such a beautiful thing. One couple that comes to mind is Pookie and Jet. Now, I used to not be a big fan of them, but now I really appreciate what they do. They love each other, and they really show that marriage is just this amazing thing. And so they just had a baby named Paloma. I think it's wonderful. And I'm just all in support of these families that just are making people see this is what you want. You don't want these liberal ideologies and men and women competing with each other in society. It's not it. So I say, make families great again. And ladies, let's make self-respect great again.
If you want to catch more content like this, go over to readlucid.com where you can catch this full episode as well as other episodes like this and our exclusive documentaries. That's it for right now. Take care. God bless.